Everything is packed, ready to go. We are going to China now. Having some great meetings lined up, and we're hoping that we make some progress. I'm leaving for the airport now. It's like 10 o'clock morning. My flight is about 24 hours, so I get there's 2 flights. I'm going through Doha, and yeah, I'm excited to see what this year brings. So yeah, check you out. My brother is named Abdul, but it's Abdullah. No problem, boss. So I'm in the first leg of my trip, and I just landed in Doha. It's really beautiful, this layover. If you haven't been in this airport, I suggest you take a trip to this one. So beautiful, so modern, it's so amazing, it's so peaceful here. Looks like I'm somewhere in the jungle, but this is the airport, and I'm gonna show you around quickly and check it out. You know, I just got here now. I'm waiting for my next trip to China. It's gonna take about 3 hours layover, so I'm gonna get a coffee and I'll see you in Guangzhou. China. Finally made it to the hotel. Had a bit of an issue with the taxi driver. Tip to yourself, never trust them. Always negotiate the price as soon as you land, or tell them if it's really a meter. They said to me, yes, meter, whatever, but I was tired, my battery was done, you know, like, I don't know, my battery was completely at 0. My internet was not connecting, and it has not been connected, the app that I have. So I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna have to trust this guy, right? And then he tried to intimidate me, trying to tell me that he's gonna call the police and all that. I said, okay, cool, go call the police. You know, I started getting worked out, and I started intimidating the guy. I said, look, don't mess me around, don't fuck me around. You already rolling me. So I did give him more than I should. It's normally it's 200 Chinese yen, I think it's called, Chinese yen, whatever. He wanted to charge me $100, which is like almost 600 plus yen. And I said no, and I gave him 300 yen, which is quite a lot actually. I pay him more than 100 than it should be. But I was like, yo, take this and just leave me alone. And then he was like trying to intimidate me, and I said, look, man, I come from South Africa, I don't give a fuck, come, let's go. The guy said, oh, you American, this and that. So always, when you land in a place like this, third world country, I wouldn't say third world countries, but in places like this, they're gonna try to rip you off. They use Canton Fair as an excuse to rip you off. So yeah, just bear that in mind. At least I'm here in the hotel now, and just gonna unpack everything, and I'm gonna meet up with Imran in the city. Gonna eat something, and yeah, quite tired, very long. And this is my room with my roomie. At least we have some windows, so you can see the city. Well, the buildings, I guess. And no, that's me. Just remember, I think this is like a 5-star. 5-star hotels in China are not really 5-star. I think they're more like 3 or 4 stars. But it's quite decent, you know. It's quite decent. Have breakfast. They have the Canton shuttle, takes you to the fair. So I guess we are grateful to have it. But yeah, 5-star hotels here don't really really 5-star. Last time I stayed in one that it was supposed to be a 5-star, and it was just stinking of cigarettes and people smoke inside. It was disgusting. I mean, they had good breakfast and they had, it's quite decent in a way, but not 5-star for sure. Cheers. Hey, what's that? So we just woke up and we going to have breakfast now in the hotel, and then we going to be leaving for first stop is going to be the Chris trade show / meet and greet with some of the guys from the Chris group. Majestic, we're going to meet in Orange Smith's World, one of the top content creators now on YouTube. That's a lot to do with branding and creative processes and art direction and everything. I'm a big fan. I actually, funny story, I did a course with him like 3 or 4 months ago about content creation and all that, like a short course that he had, and now I realized, just found out he's here. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting to meet that guy as well. I'm a big fan of his work, and so yeah, we're gonna have some breakfast. We managed to sleep and everything. I was so tired last night. Yeah, like everything just crashed down, and yeah, take you out. You wanna be on the vlog? We're here with Imran, just getting some brekkie here. What do you got?
Not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah. Just having breakfast. This is our hotel, and it's grey. But one thing with China, or Guangzhou at least, it's pretty grey every day apparently, and it's hot outside. It's really hot. Let's see what's happening.
Bro, you're like a clean freak, bro.
We just fucking brush your teeth this morning.
Well, you're a freak. You're a clean freak, they call it. You know? That's how they call them. So you're wearing all the Capitalo, I see, eh? All the vintage drippy.
I didn't even bring all my capital.
No, collector's eye.
So steps you need to do and to know for coming to the Canton Fair is, so a lot of countries don't need a visa for China, except South Africa. I think South Africa you need to apply for a visa. Then, sorry, COVID. I'm Spanish, so I don't need a visa. I just come out here. And then once you apply for the visa, you can just book your flights, book your accommodation, and then when you arrive, you also have to register for the Canton Fair online with your company details or your personal details, but you can also do it here in, I think, on arrival. So today, like, we never did it, so we're gonna do it in the hotel, even they do it in the hotel or in the place that you go to. What that means is just like you get like a badge, and then you can just go to the fair. And then a lot of hotels have buses that take you there, which is quite decent because you save quite a bit of money. Obviously, the hotels are a bit more closer to the place, and then otherwise you just get a taxi, right? But there's thousands and thousands of people. Like yesterday arrival, so it was like thousands of people. So just bear in mind that it will take a bit of time to go. What do you guys think today? I'm wearing my Mexico t-shirt. I got this in Mexico because I grew up in Mexico, and I always have some Mexico blood in me. Here we go, Mexico. So yeah, we'll take you today to Canton Fair. We're gonna go there to explore what procurement and sourcing we can do, what products we can find for our brands, for our clients, and yeah, just show you around. Like the Canton Fair is like there are thousands and thousands of stands across 3 weeks. We are in the last week, which is mostly about fashion, accessories, toys, gym stuff. What else? Yeah, there's a couple of other like gifting and like office materials and stuff like that. So that is the one that we're going to be seeing today. Like we're gonna go through maybe one of the segments there, right? And show you around, see what we can find, see if we can meet some people, maybe meet some of the people that we already have met before. And after that, we're gonna go also to other markets in Guangzhou, which are not the Canton Fair. We're gonna go through like which one's called? The Kimbo Market, and check all the suppliers there. And then tomorrow we're going to the fabric market. We're going to like some, get product accessories, things that you can add to the clothes.
and yeah, see where it takes us, you know. But we're here to connect with people, with business guys, with owners, and to learn how to do the logistics, how to do the production and all that. And then yeah, it's exciting, you know. And then we have here a friend eating his banana, such a hipster.
为了保证车主和乘客的安全，滴滴将实行可以保障4成安全，祝您出行愉快。
We just came to the Canton Fair, but we made a mistake, something to learn. We actually came without our passport, so we couldn't register to get in. The security is really tight. So even though we were registered online, you needed your passport, and the real one, not even a copy, just to get a certificate. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to the hotel, get our passports, or we're gonna come back tomorrow. What happened is that last year I was here and I had registered in the hotel, so obviously I showed my passport in the hotel and that was enough. But I didn't remember that. Well, I didn't know that you have to actually bring your passport here. So it's very tight because I think there's a lot of people that also try to get in. That could be scammers, it could be anybody. So the security is very important, that everybody that comes here are a representative of a company. So yeah, something to learn. If you come, register before, get your badge in the hotel if you can, and then you don't have to do also these massive queues. So you can just go straight into the fair. So we're gonna go try to do that, and then maybe we'll come back tomorrow. You got the taxi?
Yeah.
Very good coffee.
Very good.
You know what? One
No,
thing
no, no,
about
no, 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 no.
one thing I like about them,
Okay.
bro, is the hustle, bro. The hustle.
Yeah.
They don't stop, bro. They're so. That's good, bro. That's good, bro.
Very good. Sofa is can you look?
One thing I like about them is that they are matching the selling. Good, bro. Good. Thank you. We're waiting for taxi, you know. But thank you, man.
No
Very
sneakers.
good hustle. Very good hustle, bro.
Sneaker
Good luck.
clean.
Good luck.
这个也可以。
China. Fake.
So they clean the shoes. Let's see.
Why did they run away? You saw they ran away. Lunch break here. What are you having? Beef. We're doing some street food. We're doing some street food here in the Kimbo market. Because in Canton is very popular to eat street food. And it's really nice. Clean, healthy, just protein. I need to lower the carbs currently. My European trip put me a couple of kilos extra, as you can see, but you know, we're gonna loosen it up. Now we're just eating here something. That's how madness is. But do you think if I tell them put the egg, they put the other meal together?
I don't know, man. Just
Risky behavior, no? Trying to grab our food. How nice? How good? How much do we pay for this? It's like 20. How much?
25 yuan, maybe.
How much is that in rand? Like 50 rand, no? No. Yeah, basically like 50 or 60 rand for this. Super freshly made, actually. Really clean. I mean, it took us a while to explain to the guy what we wanted, but got it. So we're gonna enjoy it. So today is day 2, and yeah, so yesterday we went to see some shops and stuff. Today we're going to the Chris Group event with Orient Meets World and Yao Majestic. After that we're gonna go to the Canton Fair today, so we have a passport. Salúdame a los chilangos, los mexicanos.
De Guanatos.
Pues es que yo tengo hotel en Hong Kong.
Ah, no, pues no te puedes ir a un ferry, entonces.
No, o sea, yo me voy a quedar 2 días.
Pero
O sea, yo he estado en...
You can come, get your labels. It's honestly it's my favorite spot. Like I've been here like 20 times this year.
Soy Jack, hello.
Super cool, isn't it?
Huh?
Super cool place.
So we're here doing the tour, they're showing us around, and just literally going to different showrooms for materials, for labels, for the ready-made garments. Really interesting, and meeting a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of new people from Mexico, from South Africa, from Australia, from England. It's really interesting. Desde ese entonces ya has trabajado con eso, ¿no? So today is the 4th day, I think, we in Guangzhou, and so today I didn't film a lot. We went to the Chris Group event. Was really cool. You can check my Instagram account for business. It's Jesus Lopez, and overall, I think it was a successful day. Imran was on the search for the perfect fabrics in the Fabric City mall, and I was just connecting with the people, networking, talking, getting to know the people. In business, one thing that I can tell you that very important to know that business happen when people rely and trust on each other. So when you enable a conversation with somebody and you maybe have an intention, maybe to do some business, or don't go first for that. Don't open up your conversations and you're just in that angle. Don't try to sell yourself or what you do and all of that, because to be honest, people don't really care. People care about a connection first. I think it's more important to get to know somebody, get to know the person, what are the passions, what are the ambitions, and obviously naturally people are going to talk about what they like, what they do, the business, etc. But don't make it all about that. And I think that way you engage in more real connection. And I think today was a great day like that, and yesterday as well. We connected with people in a deeper level. Conversations about business came up, but it was more about what we're doing here, what we want to do in the future, what our goals, and also what our ambitions. And we've been moving around different places, what we have learned in the past, and share experiences, etc. And we talk about everything. We talk about I'm not saying sports, but we talk about fashion, what the state of trade is in this day, what is the import-export happening around the tariffs in America, and also just about international trade, procurement, how to source the greatest products possible, how to be able to provide good service for our clients and our associates, and overall it was great. So this Saturday here in Guangzhou, we're just gonna go out maybe somewhere, maybe something to drink, and see some of the people. Remember, Guangzhou in Canton Fair time, it's full with people from all over the world. International people are coming down here just to connect and to obviously do business to a major scale, to outsource, to procure, to meet, to get to know new relationships, etc. So it's also, I think, nice to go out a bit, not just stay in the hotel, just go out, even though we're tired. We've been having very long days and talking a lot, and we're just eating once a day because you forget to eat. But I think it's important to go out there and socialize a bit, check what the Guangzhou has to offer at night, have a drink, have something to eat, and tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow we're hitting the Canton Fair, and I will take this camera with, and I will film some behind the scenes there. Cheers. Okay, so today we're going to be finally going to Canton Fair, and where are we going first?
Area A.
Area A, B. This is the map. It's 3 different floors and 3 or 4 different sections, and this is 2 or 3 floors each. So this is a massive space, and we're gonna be targeting. Show me the menu. We're gonna be targeting men's and women's clothing, personal care products definitely, but that will be later. So that one, we're gonna do shoes, we're gonna do fur leather downs, fashion accessories, and then we probably were gonna jump into toys, and then definitely some of this stuff. So yeah, today finally we're going to the Canton Fair, and we're gonna spend all day walking around, getting to know some of those manufacturers and service for them.
If you're interested in any products, what sort of questions do you ask?
So basically, when you like the product, coming to the booth, you check the quality, you check what they're doing, and they'll ask you like, "Oh, your company or not?" And then you just tell them, "Yeah, I'm just looking for samples. I'm looking for what is your MOQ." MOQ stands for minimum order quantity. So you ask them how many you can make, and then you ask them basically how much it costs. They'll tell you maybe, okay, we make like 500 or 100 units per style. What would be that cost? That you can kind of like gauge more or less the cost of the goods, and then you exchange. Maybe they give you a card, and or you connect with WeChat, or you give you a card. And then what I normally do is I take a card and I take a photo of the booth with the card information and maybe some of the products in there. So you can also have a copy of all those photos of the booth that you like. Then after that, you can categorize them on your folder, and yeah, you can just put all the information in one folder with all the different kind of like business that you like. And then yeah, you keep that track, you keep that information there, and you look at the materials, you look at them. Then if you want to go deeper, and then you want to understand more deeper, then you can ask them payment terms, how did it work, you do a deposit, 50% or 70% or 30% deposit, and once it's manufactured, you pay the rest. Is it FOB, which stands for free on board, means before it delivers, it's been exported from China, you have to pay the full amount, or do you pay just 30% once it gets landed in your country, which would be a CIF? Yeah, basically that would be a little bit more in depth, but yeah, initially just check quantity, what is the MOQ, and you can see like some of them are more willing to be like, yo, we can do any amount, we can start small units, 20 units, then you can negotiate that.
Look at me, I love Beijing. Look at me, I love Africa. Look at me, I love Beijing. Look at me, I love Africa. Yes, yes. If you love Beijing, yes, yes. If you love Africa, yes, yes. If you love Beijing, yes, yes. If you love Africa.
Why you do that? We should have the betel nut right now.
That's
That
true.
would have given us some extra power.
That's true.
I think our negotiation skills are dropping because we don't have the betel nut. And you're coming with all this spiel now.
Enough of that spiel.
You can buy the dress, you can buy the material, you can buy everything that comes in China, including the packaging, including the labels, including the, you can buy everything, from the threads to the material, to the packaging, to the logistics, to the fulfillment, to the product development. This is part of what we do. We come here, we source, we find suppliers, we find material that we like, people that we can work, what is the MOQ, and then we can take it back home, South Africa or anywhere in the world, and then we can package it and offer it as a service. So, you know, big corporate don't have to do that. We're here for that. And we haven't even done one section of the clothing alone. So yeah, if you come here, take your time, but also know what you want, know what you are looking to get, not too sidetracked because the time goes. Before you know it, it's another day gone, right? So yeah, we're only here today and tomorrow. So yeah, we're looking for a specific product, so we're having a quick browse and then we take from there.
Slow wine, wine, slow wine. Go down, down, go down. Slow wine, wine, slow wine. We got beautiful places in China. We got beautiful people in China. Come and see Beijing.
So we are at the shoe section, and this section is so huge as well. We walked already for like an hour. We saw some really great products, and yeah, we're just getting a little bit tired now because it's been a long day. We haven't even eaten, but yeah, as you can see, this keeps going and going. We have seen some beautiful products, so we can definitely come to procure some goodies. And yeah, when we're ready maybe to launch our own sneaker brand or maybe create some products for the brand. But like I said, I mean, this place, they have amazing stuff like you can see. And it just keeps going and going. What else can I say? We're almost finished for the day. We saw a lot of the manufacturers that makes for Puma and Nike, Adidas. We really like one pair that looks very Italian. It's leather. Prices are ranging from anything from $10 for real leather to 12 to, you know, mean MOQ is like 300 units per style. We can definitely negotiate them, but yeah, you have to come ready to at least make about 300 to 400 pairs, and I think that will give you a nice range of sneakers. I'm more interested in the leather ones because I think leather is a bit more high quality looking. The PBU, which is
This is 这是多少？这是多少？这是多少？这是多少？
它是要皮的还是要超价的？皮的呀。这个是150多，
Around 30. 30? Yes, and we will do in. This is now the in-house last workshop. Every last, I can do modifications.
yeah, I know you can do. Wow.
Is there any possibility we can get like a sample of this? I want to like wear it, see how I feel, you know?
Yes.
But I really like the shape. It's really nice.
Yeah, but you need to pay for the. Let me also.
So can you tell me again? Yeah, I wanna say something
to your boss.
So yeah, to my boss. This is my boss.
Hi, boss.
Hi. So this gentleman can make a
Taiwan.
beautiful product in Taiwan, and he can make it.
No, I'm from Taiwan.
Oh, he's from Taiwan.
Yes, but my company was
The
in
company
Guangzhou,
is here in
and
Guangzhou.
I produce shoe either in Guangzhou, in Fujian, or in Guangzhou, and I can do it with synthetic, with PU, I mean upper.
Yes.
And for the also, I can do TPR, can do PU, can do EVA, can do rubber, everything.
Yes.
Any
And the beauty of it, which we was talking about, is that this shoe that I show you just now, normally a lot of companies are doing 300 minimum order, and you know you need to be ready to be able to maybe produce like a few different designs. But with his work, we can do 100 units. The cost is a little bit higher, but the quality is full leather, is amazing quality, and we can start working and start scaling a shoe brand, gentleman like him. So thank you so much.
Well, because my experience, I start my shoe experience from factory,
Yeah.
from Baocheng, from Taiwan.
Okay.
And then I have experience in US brand agent
Yeah.
for 6 years
Okay.
for director of molding components. So I'm professional on shoe,
The shoe
professional
and everything, yeah.
also, professional on molding,
Molding everything. Yeah,
compounding.
even the leathers. Like I'm gonna show you a couple of.
它穿不进去，你看讲把住。
Even the leathers ones. Look at this.
If you feel very tight, I can also modify the pattern. To let you feel
Maybe I'm
more-
like 44 maybe.
Oh, because this is 42.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's too small for you.
Yeah, but it's very nice.
I'm gonna show you that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I want to do some introduction. You can take this, but I just want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are a group company, And this is our company. We're 2 floors in this building. Okay. And we are working with more than 80 brands.
Wow.
Okay. Some was agent, and this 12 is the most biggest one. And our business started from 30 years ago with men's shoes, with leather and finishing.
Wow.
But now those kind of formal shoes
formal
not so trendy anymore. So now we do mainly casual shoes.
Casual
with
shoes,
upper or with leather, with PU, with synthetic, with mesh.
And in all of them, the units we can negotiate of 100 units price a bit higher. Depends
because
some of them you need a higher
because
number.
Some if I put in Guangzhou, then may go to 300. But if I put in Guangzhou, then I can do 100.
Oh, okay.
For those kind of wash leather, I can even do it in 50.
Oh, really?
But that was very high. It's more than $50.
I know, yeah. This is a high price because of the styling, the look and feel.
Yes.
This is a very intricate kind of shoe, you know.
Yeah. And also I can do very cheap shoes. This is 9.
Exactly.
You know, this is PU.
No, that's beautiful that you have, and the good thing is that you have a nice range of lower quality or more affordable quality, but it's your higher quality here, boots and everything that is distressed.
We do women's, we do injection, we do vulcanize.
And the name of the company, Superstar? Or?
Our headquarters name is Office. And I have 10 names under me.
Work with your payment terms?
Payment terms, usually we would collect at least 30% of the payment for material purchasing, and then we will ship until you pay the full payment.
Pay the full payment and then the FOB.
Yes.
FOB terms, which
FOB
is
Ningbo, FOB Shenzhen, depends.
Okay.
Depends where you are produced.
Okay, so 30%, and then you can do one design, or you can do a few designs, and you just negotiate what would be the best. Best
if
product.
we have long relationship and we can earn all together for a long time. Of course, I can support you as much as I can.
Okay, and you guys work a few guys. Are you one of the managers, directors?
My director, my assistants are here,
And
and
you?
I have another booth.
You are the boss.
I am someone who need to do everything.
So you are the boss, okay? Nah, that's good. Thank you so much. I thank you. You're so kind.
As I said, men's, women's, vulcanized injection, safety kits, and we can do from $5 of injection shoes, vulcanized shoes, until $80 or $100 for this kind of wash leather or some Goodyear.
So we are at the Canton Fair the last day, just packing up some samples. So got me some, and just between the last orders, the product that we like, the samples that we like, and just finalizing some of the designs. And we designing some sneaker, we designing some other products. So we're just packing up the units and buying all the samples that we need in the last minute, getting the last details, and checking the personal care, electronics, and getting ready to close it off. So I'll show you a bit around, and then then this is it. This was Canton Fair 2025, and definitely coming back next year.
Real life, come enjoy your time. Come get real life, enjoy all your time. Ooh, yeah. Look at me, I love Beijing.
So in the last day, what also a lot of people are doing, they just come and they get a lot of baggages and stuff to take home, and normally they sell them on that last day because they don't want to pack them away. And they sell them to you for a very good price. So if you have extra luggage, you can literally take it one time from here. That's why it's so busy here in the luggage section. And this is the last day of Canton. They're closing in a couple of hours. So we're just checking the vibes here. And really, really crazy people, crazy amount of people. And then just checking what else. Maybe we'll find something interesting for the last bit. Three things I learned in Canton Fair this time around is, well, number one is business is done by meeting people, by communicating, by learning about each other before you even talk about business. Of course, in Canton Fair, everybody's there to sell you a service or a factory service, you know, and you have to ask these questions about what it's about the company, what is the MOQ and all that. But besides that, I think it's very important to actually just get to know the people, you know, and you will be surprised how willing they are to help out, to work, to start something for any level, you know. I'm still at a very small level. I'm a small fish in the big pond, but I'm always willing to entertain the conversation, which I appreciated. Secondly, I think it's a great place to meet factories, suppliers, and even meet other entrepreneurs, other individuals, you know. Sometimes you have a conversation with some random guys there and they are all making amazing things across the world and amazing, they have all an amazing story. And yeah, it's a great place to connect because everybody is there for that purpose, right? What else? Also, number 3 for me was that I love China. I really enjoy how they do business here, how quickly they are, how dedicated they are to allow things to happen, to be quick enough. Like for instance, yesterday we were in a hotel in Guangzhou, and we needed to come to Shenzhen, and we were like, oh, how are we gonna take these suitcases? So we had obviously extra luggage, and we were like, how are we gonna take these? And then one lady told us, no, why don't you just book it and ship it? I was like, really? Can you just ship this? She said, yeah. Literally half an hour later, the guy was collecting all our luggages and bringing it to the next city, which is like an hour or 2 in the train, for about, how much we pay, like 10 euros, 15 euros. He saved us carrying all the stuff into the train, coming like sweating, it's so hot here, it's humid. It was amazing service, you know. So yeah, above everything, I think this trip has been really eye-opening. We have come back, I'm coming back with a lot of new ideas, very inspired to create new business models, to adjust the business models that I have already, and to be able to provide a better service for clients, and then really going out there and service the clients that we can attain. And yeah, we came up with another concept. We had a great meeting yesterday, and we are looking to hopefully soon launch a different business, which is more like in the digital space. So I am looking for a partnership in some marketing digital side. And then I think we're gonna connect it with some of the businesses that we can do with China. And yeah, so it was really an amazing meeting that we had, and it was just sometimes just by answering people's calling, right, and just allowing time and letting you be guided by whatever comes your way, you know. It wasn't planned yesterday. It was purely somebody contacted me through LinkedIn. And I answered, I said, yeah, let's meet up. Let's give the benefit of the doubt. And it turned out to be one of the biggest companies in China when they do like digital marketing, specialized in digital positioning and digital web development, etc., into China and abroad. And it turned out to be one of the biggest one, you know, and it was just purely a spirit of the moment thing, right? So yeah, looking forward to carry on building relationship between China, Africa, and Europe, and being able to create great products and great brands, and also being able to just connect with great like-minded individuals and travel around doing what we love. Live to you from my last spot. I'm about to leave and go back to South Africa Thursday. Just finished with the Canton China trip, and yeah, I just wanted to put some thoughts out here of this vlog and personal takes as I embark on yet another journey back and building brands, building relationships, building a network of supply and demand, I suppose, right? So Canton Fair for me was always very inspiring to see and meet like-minded individuals. We met with amazing guys from the Chris Group, some big influencers, some big people in procurement, B2B business. So we learned a lot from them, and we're gonna carry on building that relationship. For me, it's been a journey so far. I'm 36 years old now, and I've been hustling, grinding since I was like literally 12 years old, 13 years old. I grew up in a background that I had to fend for myself, work, build my own self, my own ways of doing things, right? Back in Mexico, I work in all kinds of jobs, restaurants, delivery boy, yeah, like name it, have done it. Well, for the last 12 years, I was building a brand in South Africa, a couple of brands, Iconic Black, Isalio. I had a stores, and yeah, long story, like things changed. The last 5 years, I had to take a big break of the retail space, of all that kind of business models. It wasn't really working, and it wasn't really giving me the lifestyle that I wanted. So yeah, I went deep into the rabbit hole, understanding my purpose, understanding what I want to do in life, or how I want to live my life, how I want to be able to achieve success for me and for others, and to look after my family and provide for everybody that around me in a way, right? So I've been battling, I've been hustling, and it hasn't been easy. It has been always uphill. We have a good life. I'm grateful for being able to travel, stay in amazing places, and enjoy that. Like, money doesn't buy you. It's not all about money. Money sometimes, things like this, sometimes you get without money, right? It's maybe by who you know, who knows you, etc. So I'm happy to say that I have a great life, and I'm very grateful for it. Building the brands has allowed me to travel and explore different creativity, and also has allowed me to learn a lot about business. And then the last 2 years is when I went more diving into e-commerce, and I started learning more about dropshipping business model, production abroad, China. And I always say that, if I wouldn't been here like 8-9 years ago when I started my other business in South Africa, I would be a multimillionaire for now, for sure. The opportunities and the way these people work is just unbelievable. The service, the attention to client is just amazing, right? And yeah, it tells you why they are a superpower. And when you come here, you realize that. But yeah, so my job now is to build an e-commerce sites and build brands and create products for artists and merch, and do procurement for companies. And I'm learning that business. Like I said, I'm 36 years old now, and even though I feel like I failed so many times, and I have to stand up again, and I have to work, lose the fear of failure, and carry on building, and not comparing yourself to others. Everybody has his own journey. I wish I was already a multimillionaire, but I'm not. I'm just trying. Every month, I get by and things happen, but I get the chance to experience life in many different ways. I've been lucky enough to travel around the world, and a lot of times with a brand, or just networking and growing my network, right? And so now I feel like it's getting that it's time for me to really apply all my knowledge and carry on learning. Currently doing a big MBA and digital marketing course, and I want to put more attention to my e-commerce sites and build more e-commerce sites and brands online, where we can help others develop products in China and maybe back home in South Africa or in Europe. And yeah, just carry on building our name, our network, suppliers, and the clients. And yeah, so today from this place, I just want to put these thoughts here as part of the closure for this vlog that I just did at Canton, with all these new people that I met. And just tell you that, yeah, entrepreneurship is not easy. It's something that you have to bear in mind every day. You have to fight. You have to put out fires every day. At the end of the day, you are the one pushing forward whatever you're doing. And until you get to a level that you can start hiring people and building a team, it is tough, because you have to wear a lot of hats. You have to take a lot of knocks. I've taken knocks left, right, and center. I lost money many times, and yeah. So the good thing is that we are not alone.
we have each other. We have a lot of entrepreneurs out there and people that can serve as a just as a as a voice, as a community, and just carry on building yourself up, carry on learning, carry on applying those teachings, and that's my only advice here right now. Like, no matter how difficult it gets, like, once you decide to do this and you are all in, there's no other way, until you make it. So for me, this is a note for my future self as well. Like, yeah, I mean, money doesn't define me, wealth doesn't define me, but we really want to really achieve our goals and being able to dream, and to make those dreams happen, you actually need a lot of money or sales or growth. And yeah, but we are on this journey. This trip has been amazing. I have a lot of new fresh ideas that I'm bringing back home. I have about 2 different business that we can launch straight away with partners in China. And I mean, I don't want to divert myself too or spread myself too thin, but there is a lot of great opportunities. And I will be looking for partners. I'll be looking for people that want to join in and put in the work.